Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today we are in Toronto for Comic-Con, so let's get started. And now before we actually go down to the convention, I want to show you guys what our view looks like out the window. And I realize that it's kind of dirty, but when it focuses on the aquarium, you can't even see it. So there's the Ripley's Aquarium, and then I want to show you guys this. That's the Sky Dome that we were looking at yesterday, and then if you look, well, you can't actually see the whole thing, but that's the CN Tower. It is so foggy, you can't even see the top of the building. But now, let's go to Comic-Con. All right, everybody, so we got our badges and we are now inside of Toronto Comic-Con. And the first thing that I found is the Toronto Comic-Con merch booth, where they've got a bunch of exclusive figures. And if you guys want to check it out, this is what it's looking like. They've got the Austin Matthews, they also have Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World, Joyce in her Biohazard suit, the White Lantern glow-in-the-dark Wonder Woman, another version of Wonder Woman, Ben Wyatt, Trax, and this one I might have to grab today. And then they even have some of the newer art series figures like the Penguin as well as the Joker, and they're pretty sick. And everybody, I want to show you the first section of Pops that we found at the convention. And there was a lot of really cool stuff here, like Dragon Ball Z, and actually just anime in general. But the one thing that I want to show you guys was this Batman up here for $100. That's kind of crazy for that price. And now this here I wanted to show off because I have never seen these before. This is something that only went to Walmart in the US. If you guys want to check out the sticker, that is what it's looking like. This one here is for Guns N' Roses, and it's pretty sick. It's got the vinyl on one side with the 3 pops, and then on the other, it's got the album cover. Oh, no, here's one that I've actually been waiting on my pre-order for. It was a long time ago that I pre-ordered it too. This is the Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, and Obi-Wan. 3 pretty cool pops. Now at the same booth, I ran into a bunch of Post-it notes that say Grails here, so we're definitely gonna be checking this out. And if you guys wanna see what they've got, there's a lot of them, even some authenticated by PSA because of the signature. This is really neat. Oh, and at the same booth, I found their Star Wars section. As you guys probably know, I'm always on the hunt for some blue box Star Wars ones, and they do have a nicer Queen Amidala than I've got. Well, that's because, you know, they actually have a top on their box. And now, because we actually ran into Darnum the Solutions booth, and you guys might remember them from when we were over at the Toy Con in St. Catharines, and they've got a lot of really good stuff today. I'm super crammed into this spot, guys, but I found a bunch of cool figures that I wanted to show off, like this Neon City Kong, which is way too big to bring home. I wish I could get this thing today. And then a little bit lower, I also noticed the glow-in-the-dark Deadmau5, the Chase Brett Michaels, the Red Chrome Boba Fett, all really cool stuff. Oh, and then I didn't even notice, guys, right under that, they've got the entire TLC Chase set. Pretty cool. And now, guys, check this out. I ran into some pretty rare sodas over here, and I want to show you guys which ones they've got. Like this one over here, the Roboto, and they also have this one, guys, the Freddy Funko as Vampire, and I wasn't able to get one, so I might have to grab this today. Oh, and I've also never seen sealed sets of soda, so if you guys want to check them out, that is also a tongue twister, but some pretty cool stuff. And everybody, the next booth that I ran into was this here, which has so many pops, I'm not going to be able to name them all. So I'm going to see what kind of stands out to me, and I'll try to show you pretty much what I can. And now one section that did stand out to me is a lot of these Rocks characters, because there are some really great ones here, like the original Post Malone, as well as NSYNC, Elvis, and just some other really great stuff. And then to the left over here, they've got a lot of their bigger figures, which I really like looking at, especially because there's some cool ones down at the bottom here, like the albums. Oh, and actually, now that I'm looking at it, there's some down here that I've never seen before, like the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, as well as, where did it go? I saw it a second ago. Actually, you know what? No, this one. I've never seen this one either. I found their Disney section. If you guys want to check out what it's looking like, they've got a lot of really great stuff like the Pixar. They've also got some original box ones here like Maleficent. And then above that, I noticed, where did it go? I was up here. They have the Beast as well as the Peasant Belle, like a lot of really cool ones. Oh, and actually, if we're talking about original box Disney ones, they also have Tinkerbell over there, and I do not have that version of her. And if you guys want to check out this table, this is the same booth that we were just looking at, but it's all of their figures that they only have one left. And there's some pretty good ones here, and I'm kind of going to point them out as we go, but there's a lot of stuff here. The first one I want to point out is this one here, guys, the Tourist Dave for $75. I did just recently get Kyle for $12, so this one, I don't know, I'll think about it. Oh, and then over here, guys, I found this one. This is one of the DC Universe ones. It is Green Lantern, and I really like that classic look. Oh, and I always got to show off Fraggle Rock when I see it. It looks like they have Gobo with Doozer, a pretty cool one. Now, this one's kind of far in the back, but I wanted to pull it out, guys. This is the Five Nights at Freddy's Springtrap. Pretty neat. And now, guys, I got to show them off when I see them. This is the first U2s of the day, and it's Mega Man. Pretty sick. And now, I know this sounds like a long shot, but you never know. There could be a Top Pops one floating around somewhere. And now, Noah couldn't come because he had an exam, so we're also on the hunt for something for him, and I ran into a bunch of different Gundam figures, and this one here, because it's clear, could be kind of cool.
I found another section of sodas, and then also at this booth they've got a lot of pops, so I might be here for a little while because I'm probably gonna be digging. Oh, and actually I totally passed by the pop pins, and there's some pretty cool ones here. So I've been doing a little bit more hunting, and I ran into a figure that I wanted to show you guys because I've never seen it before. And this one here is the Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock inside the ring. It's pretty crazy. So everybody, we just actually ran into Jeffrey the Giraffe, and when we did, they actually handed out these. Pretty cool. I came across another pop booth, and there was a lot of really good stuff here. And again, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show off everything because of how many they've got, and you can probably tell behind me, but I'm gonna try my best here. And the first pop that I want to take a look at is the Disney ones, because there's a lot of older box ones that I want to check out. Because they do have the Beast again, but then the one down here that I didn't see at the other booth was the Evil Queen, and I see it down here. It is $39, which isn't bad. It's a little bit stuck down there, but still pretty cool. Oh, and then over here to the right, I'm noticing a couple Stitch ones, or at least one Stitch one that I have never seen before. This here is the Sleeping Stitch, and I have most of them. Might be a good pickup today. I backed up so you guys could see the rest of the booth because there is a lot of stuff going on here. And also, if you guys want to check out their business card, here it is here. All right, everyone, so we're coming up on our next booth now, and it's actually probably one of my favorites at the convention because it is mypops.ca. Like, they literally have everything. And now the first section I want to show you in the booth is their anime stuff because they have a lot of it. And I know Noah would probably be really excited right now. And then they also have a bunch of Pop Asia figures too. And then as we get a little lower, guys, I'm noticing they've got Knuckles as well as the Mickey Mouse as Tigger over there. You've also got like Ichigo, like a bunch of really cool figures. Here's a figure that they just got in, guys. It is the glow-in-the-dark Boruto exclusive to Entertainment Earth. Here's another one that they just got in recently, and this one I'm probably gonna grab because I've been looking for it for a little while now, and I think it'd be really cool to have this one along with my Tails. And of course, I always love to look at the Star Wars figures, so if you guys wanna see what they've got going on, here it is. Oh, and now here is one in the Star Wars section that I actually just noticed. It's the Entertainment Earth exclusive Glow Mandalorian. I gotta get this thing. Okay, so we are now out of the My Pops booth, and I got a lot of stuff, but let's keep on. And now I came across a booth here that has maybe the most expensive figures at the convention. I want to show them off because there's some really crazy ones here. Like these ones for sure, about like, you know, $100. When we get a little bit higher, they're $400, $450, $500, $700. But then when we get a little bit higher, check this out, guys. There's a $1,700 one, $1,200, $1,000, $1,500, even $1,200. And so I figured, no pun intended, I might as well show them off because these are some crazy pops. Alright everyone, so it is way later in the day and we are now back from Comic-Con, so let's go through everything that I got. And I guess we'll start with this here because I got an Amiibo today, when I don't normally, but this is one that I've been on the hunt for a little while. It is Luigi from Super Smash Bros. And I mean, come on guys, this is too funny. And you might notice on the top here, I did kind of crease it a little bit bringing it home, and it was perfect when I got it at the convention, and it's okay. I did only pay, well, I paid $45 for this plus tax. It was worth it. And I remember a couple years ago, this figure here was going for like, I want to say $70. So when I saw it for $45, I thought it was a pretty good deal. Oh, and then actually, let me show you guys the first Funko Pop that I picked up, and you guys definitely saw this in the video. It was Trax, and I remember when this one, actually last time we went to Toronto Comic-Con, they had this one over at the My Pops booth because they got it in early. And it's funny because later on, Toronto Comic-Con and Fan Expo actually got it as their own exclusive here in Canada, so it's cool that I was able to get it today for only $20. And looking on the back here, I think I have every single one of these figures in my set because I've got Soundwave, I've got Jazz, Megatron, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee, so yeah, I think we're good. And now I know there's a bunch of other exclusives, just give me this one. And now next up, I got something else that wasn't Funko. There was a booth that was actually selling, like, I would say, I don't want to say bootleg minifigures, they're almost like custom ones that are compatible with Lego, and I got some pretty interesting characters, and I believe I got 5 of them. Oh, and I also got Pokemon cards. I know we're all over the place right now, but if you guys want to check it out, these are the ones that I picked up, and this will probably be a video on the second channel soon if I get around to doing it. And now let's get into the minifigures that I picked up because they were some pretty interesting ones. So I got Stitch, I got Voltron, I got Gizmo, E.T., and Finn from Adventure Time. And I do understand that LEGO has made legit versions of all of these characters, but $20 for 5, I couldn't pass up on it. And then as you guys saw, we did go over to Darn Him the Solution, and while I was there, I picked up a couple sodas that I was pretty excited about. And I'm not going to be opening up all of these today because I'm working on a larger soda video for you guys, but I will be cracking open one of them, and the 3 that I ended up grabbing, and I think you guys know what they were, was the Vampire Freddy, Roboto, and then Batman Beyond. And now I think out of these 3 here, I'm going to be saving the Roboto as well as the Vampire Freddy, and let's crack open the Batman. Because I figured we've done him on the channel before, and I'm only really looking for the chase, and I thought it'd be fun to do today, so let's find out if we're going to be getting it, and I hope we do because this will now be my third Batman. Ooh, third Batman
And here we go, everybody. Let's find out. Did we get the Chase Batman Beyond? And if we didn't know it, oh, sorry to pause there, guys. I saw it. It's not the Chase. But it's still a pretty neat soda, and I like the little cape on the back there and how it looks like wings, and then on the front there, it's got the cool red bat logo, but besides that, I've already got a couple of this one. Okay, now everybody, let's get into the meat and potatoes of today's hunt, because I got 3 pretty cool figures as well as another soda over at the My Pops booth. And I don't think I really showed them off at all, so this is kind of a mystery to you guys. And I guess we'll start with the soda because we've been on a bit of a soda kick, and the one that I grabbed was this here, the Thor one, which was exclusive to summer convention. So I believe SDCC, and then you guys can see here it is Thor, and the Chase is actually the blacklight version. And the reason that I grabbed this soda here is because I don't have any of it. And you know what? Since we didn't do so well with the Batman, let's crack open this one. It's almost like a Marvel versus DC debate today. And I guess since we're doing this, let me know in the comment section below, which soda would you rather have? The Batman Beyond or this Thor? And now let's crack this thing open and let's find out if we're gonna be getting that blacklight version of Thor. And fingers crossed we do, because it looks really sick. Okay, here we go, everybody. Let's find out. Did we get it? We did not. But the good news is I don't have any of this Thor in the collection, so I'm okay with getting the common. It's not bad. And actually, taking a look at this one here, it really does have a lot of nice detail with the wings on his helmet, as well as the way they've got his hammer, and just in general, it's pretty nice. And now, since we haven't talked about this one at all, let's take a look at the Pog. And on one side here, you guys can see, because this is the international one, it's got the blue background, and then the common one is limited to 1 out of 6,700. And now we can get into the 3 pops that I got over at the booth. And the first one that we've got here is Flocked Knuckles, and I only paid 40 bucks for it. And now if you guys want to take a look at this box, here it is, because I've never shown this one off in person, because here in Canada, we don't get any of the Target Con ones, or at least very few of them. I'm saying this when I just got Lucario the other day. And the reason that I got this one is because I wanted to pick up as many of the flocked Sonic characters as I could, so I could practically complete the set. And I believe I have every single one of the ones that could be flocked, but the problem is I don't have the flocked Classic Sonic. And I did notice that that figure is going for a pretty penny now, and it's kind of sad that I didn't pick it up when it was in the Funko shop. And the reason that I didn't get it was because I had the common version, but hindsight's 20/20. And one thing that I really enjoy about this Knuckles is that they didn't flock the entire figure, just the red parts of him. And you can see his shoes look really good. Well, actually, they didn't flock his shoes, but that makes sense. And they also didn't flock his eyes or his mouth or his knuckles, pun intended. And then after that, I think I showed this one off a little bit while we were in the booth. It is the, I would say, holographic Mandalorian, because that's what it looks like. I mean, it's not a Force Ghost, it's gotta be holographic. And from what I can remember, I believe this takes place in Season 2 when he's calling Moff Gideon, because that's the only time I can think of him as holographic. And now that I'm looking at this one, it seems a little bit different than the way they would normally do their holographic version. I think the only one that I can think of like this one would be Ahsoka, so I guess they're similar. And maybe I'm just picturing a lot of the Force Ghost versions because they do make them slightly different. I believe it's a bit of a darker blue. But overall, I was really excited that I was able to get this figure, and I think I only paid like maybe 20 bucks for it. It wasn't that bad. And then everybody, the last figure that I got, because I wanted to pick out a weird one today, and I am a big fan of Toy Story, and you guys probably know that I try to get as many Toy Story Pops as I can. Like when 4 came out, I picked up every single figure. So today, I got, well, a pretty weird one. And the one that I ended up picking up was, well, Conan as Woody. And now I'll be honest with you guys, this figure isn't anything too crazy. It's literally just a Woody body with Conan's head on the top, but I thought it was pretty funny, so that's why I got it. Plus, I like to pick up all of the different Toy Story figures when I find them, and this one here I believe was only like 50 or 60 bucks. It wasn't too crazy. And this wasn't the only figure you could have got if you went to San Diego Comic-Con. There was Conan as Jon Snow, Iron Man, Pennywise, and of course Woody. And if you guys want to check them out, here they are. Oh, and you know what, guys? I almost forgot to talk about these and how we got this coming soon Funko Pop ad icon Slytherin Jeffrey. And I actually knew it was releasing because I know Toys R Us put it up on their Instagram, but I still thought it was pretty cool that they had Jeffrey walking around handing these out, and I'm glad I was able to get one. And well, guys, there you go. That was my Toronto Comic Con, and I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. And if you want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been an episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Drippin' like a school. On a forward school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 full thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with, and she calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Slow. Like my lashes.